Alright, here it is, a new episode of Matt's News of the Week, or No More Game Blogs News of the Week, and this is for the week of 4/19/2010. So let's talk about let's quickly get into it, what's been happening in gaming news. Alright, so the first thing is Left 4 Dead: The Passing, which is going to be the first, Left 4 Dead 2 add-on with the old characters from the original Left 4 Dead are going to pass on the torch to the new guys in this add-on. If you're on PC, you can get it free. If you're on Xbox, it's going to cost a little more money. But the cool thing that Valve announced is one of the characters from Left 4 Dead dies, the original one. And then in a little bit longer after that, they haven't released an official release date. Left 4 Dead 1 is going to come out with an add-on that shows leading up to these events. So you're playing the end first, kind of, and then you're going to go back to the first game and play how they led up to this. Speculation for who's going to die? Probably Bill, because he's the worst character. Everyone loves Zoe. Alright, the other new news of the week, if you can count this as news of the week, is Mario Galaxy 2. Mario got a new costume. It's basically a cloud costume. It allows him to, float around. And a couple new bits of information about that, with the two-player and stuff. There's rumors that you're gonna play more of a role now with Mario Galaxy, and it's gonna be you could play as a cog or something, not just shooting stars like the first game. Which, let's be honest, no one played two-player on Mario Galaxy unless you had a little sister or a pet monkey. No one's gonna play that minigame. The other new thing is this week is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which is the new Metal Gear Solid game for the PSP. Announced that it's doing some weird sort of tie-in with product placement. So there's Axe and Doritos and all this weird shit, and it's just, I can't even fathom that, and it just seems really off and kind of stupid. But I wasn't gonna play the game anyways. It's on PSP. I went there. News is there's a rumor going on that obviously there's the 3D Castlevania game, which is made by the guy who did Metal Gear Solid, and then the other guy with the whip, who makes the older games, he may be making one that's called Harmony of Despair, which could be a new DS game, would be my guess. I just beat Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I know I'm a little behind on times, but man, the campaign in that game is amazing. I'm not a big multiplayer fan, I'm not a big war game fan, but Modern Warfare 2's campaign is just the whole time. It's it's great. I thought it was one of the best single player experience I've played this year, even though it came out last year. Anyway, I don't need to sell people on Modern Warfare 2. It sold a shit ton. But the thing about it is right now, if you don't know, Activision and Infinity Ward, the guys that made Modern Warfare 2, are having this big legal battle because Activision hasn't paid them for all the money they got from Modern Warfare 2. So you can tell Infinity Ward's a little bit pissed. The two heads of the company left and are now countersuing Activision for their money, and then another 6 people, heads of the team, have left. Knowing Activision, they'll probably just give it to Neversoft because they gave them Guitar Hero and that worked out really well. They didn't sell out so much better than Rock Band, right? The other big news is leaked screenshots for Crazy Taxi and Quake Live have come out because you can't get enough Offspring in one game. You need Crazy Taxi. The other thing is Raven's game. It's called Singularity, which is you could take things and turn them back to time or fast forward them and use them as puzzles, and it's first-person shooter. It got a release date. It's June 29th, but does really anyone care about this game? Has Raven made a good game since the old Quake days, So I mean, is anyone really looking forward to Singularity? Who knows? And finally, the big thing in news is Roger Ebert announced, he wrote on his blog that he doesn't think video games are art. He's gone back to this theory, and he wrote this whole thing that people have showed me Braid and they've showed me Flower, and I still don't think games are art. Well, of course you're not going to think they're art if you don't fucking play them. I mean, it's that simple. You can't appreciate something or understand something unless you play them. You can't watch a video of it, you can't you have to experience things to understand them. It's if I wouldn't review a movie that I hadn't seen. I wouldn't go, oh yeah, I've never seen a French film, but I'm assuming they all suck. So that's kind of what he's doing with video games. He doesn't play games, so for him to say they're not art, it's kind of like, well, why don't you play them first before you get your opinion? Why don't you sit down and play Flower for a couple hours to see if you think it's art or not? You know, not just say like, games aren't art because I don't understand them. It's just like, for him to say that, it's kind of disrespectful. So that's all I have to say, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!